a little glimpse of what we're going to try to work towards on this lesson here with speed picking for the pedal steel guitar. I thought I'd just put a few little videos out here every once in a while for you guys to get some stuff to work on, some technique, and to just try to get better and better at playing the pedal steel guitar. So this little lick here that we're going to learn today is real simple. Add a little speed, a little bit more, until ultimately we could even do something like this. And then of course I'm starting to improvise. You can hear some of the things I'm... Once you get those little pockets, then you can just start to improvise and create your own thing. So we want to start back at the beginning, and let's really break this down carefully here. So I'm going to be playing out of the G position. Now that's important because if I'm going to work on a pattern, I'm either going to do some of that out of an open position or what I would call a closed position. The closed position, of course, being when we have the A and B pedals down. This lick here is going to wind up in the key of G in the open position. So I could do the same lick if I was in the key of, say, C at the 8th fret in that open position, and then it winds up there at the still in that open position. So it's just helpful to know that this is an open position kind of lick that's going to really kind of rock back and forth between the 4 chord and the 1 chord. So in this case, we'll be at the G position, so it's going to rock back and forth between a G and a C position, okay? So you can see me here as with the close-up, the middle finger is going to play that top E string. For most of you on the E9 setup, that's going to be string 4. Okay? And then I want to make mention that you're going to start this lick with the A and B pedals both engaged. So make sure that you start the lick as you begin to practice this. Just go ahead and start it with the pedals down. Okay? So hit the 4th string, and then we're going to hit the thumb on the 5th string, the B string, and then that's excuse me, and then you're going to let off of that pedal at that point. So it's real simple, right? Now the next step, if you'll watch my fingering here, so it's, and then the thumb is going to come back and hit the 6th string, the G sharp string, and the A pedal is still going to be down at that point. So we got, okay? So what I would challenge you to do is just get that clean and perfect before you even go on. So really watch my fingers there. As you can see how they are staying really close to the strings. And then we're going to hit the index finger on the B string. Now at this point, the pedal is open on that string, but we still have the 2nd pedal engaged. So we got, all right? So just get that much of it. Now if you'll notice how the index finger came into position when after I hit the E string, and then right as the thumb is going to the 6th string, index finger is getting in place. See, it's already right there. So it's really helpful. This is actually a great move, just this much of the lick, because so much of your playing you can just kind of jump off that lick, just what I've given you so far. So if you're playing a little song and you come into it and you're just like, you hit that much of it. So you kind of hear what I'm saying? So if you're just going to boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka. So that gives you a little bit of something there that you could just take out of this lick. So that's the beauty of all these little speed picking licks. You're going to be able to just use bits and pieces of them in all different kinds of places. So hopefully that gave you a little something right there. So that's how much we got so far. Now we've added another element. And all we've done is, it sounds like it's already way different. And you can kind of hear it when I do it really, really fast. That it's just like a little trill motion. And that takes a lot of skill and a lot of practice to get your fingers to be able to hit notes that fast. But for this example, let's just try to get it at this speed. Okay, so we've got thumb off the pedal, 6th string with the pedal, and then the B string back to the 6th string. So it's now, again, how much of that lick? Now I've given you another element. That's another jumping off point. So you could go. Kind of see what I'm saying there? So if you started a little improv thing and you were getting started, you would go. It gives you a little something there to really kind of perfect. Okay? Now let's move on. Okay, now we have. Now I'm going to let off the B pedal there, all right? So your pedal that's coming off that G sharp, okay? You're going to let that off now, okay? B pedal for most of us. And then the thumb comes back there and hits that 7th string, the F sharp note. Okay? So we got. So just work on that much of it. Stop and pause and get that really, really good. Okay, now we're going to add another element though. Okay, now we went. So, now we're going to add the G sharp string. So after the 7th string, now pick the G sharp again with the index finger. And then what we're going to do, when we hit that 6th string, we're going to hit that B pedal like that. So actually it's... So, this is where steel guitar playing really gets difficult. When I went to the 7th string and I played that 7th string with my thumb, my foot on my B pedal was already getting it back engaged again, okay? I don't know how the brain works, but for some reason, my mind, it just said, I know I'm about to pick that 6th string, and I need that B pedal already down. So I'm not going to wait. It's already going to be there. That way when I come back to that 6th string, I already want that note, not this note. Okay, so with the pedal, I already want it down. Because I want my lick to go. Right? Not. Okay, you might want that later. I mean, that's not bad. That's on and off the pedal. But right now, I'm wanting just off the pedal. Right? So it's. Okay, so hopefully that helps you a little bit. Now, so after you then off the pedal, and then what I do most of the time, my index finger is coming off that 6th string. I'm going to hit the thumb with the 7th string, and then the thumb also with my 8th string. So it's. And then you can see how the index finger is it's coming back in place and pick blocking that 7th string. See that? So now here's the lick all together. That's the one that we want to perfect. We can make some alterations and things of that nature later, but right now I want all of you to get this lick perfectly, and I want you to do it 10 times in a row without missing it. Just that speed would be plenty. Now the reason I keep coming up here is I start in the G position, then I go to C position, then I go to D position, open, that is 3, 8, and 10. Just because as I'm going to learn to improvise into songs, at some point that's going to be the frets that I'm going to be working in and out of if I'm in the key of G, right? So I might just say, for my routine, I'm just going to come in here and go, and then back. So that'd be like one time that I've kind of practiced my whole routine, my whole lick there that I want to accomplish. All right. Now, let's talk about little variant things that we could do with that lick. Instead of just going, let's just add to it. So we might just, so what I'm doing there is, I'm just beginning to kind of experiment with the feeling of that pedal and that. So hopefully, without having to just give you all those notes and strings for this short lesson here, many of you can just kind of begin to hear that. And then that's the way you begin to build that speed. But you won't get any of that unless you start and really practice and get that perfectly. And you can start adding things later. Okay? So, good luck with that. And if you have any questions, you can certainly email me. My email will appear here after the end of this video. And feel free to contact me. If you have questions, ideas, and things that you want to learn for future lessons, I'll definitely try to help you with that. Good luck.